Hello and welcome. I am Exit Light and this is my channel. Today we are going to talk about the devil. I wanted to talk about something creepy for Halloween, and so many cultures have something they refer to as, they don't refer to it as the devil, but they revere it as a devil. So I thought, let's talk about this. We see little kids in red costumes with forked tails and horns. And when I was growing up, that was not allowed. I'm surprised that we were allowed to do Halloween at all, considering I was raised evangelical. But luckily, I got to do Halloween, but we couldn't be anything like a witch or a devil or something like that. You could go as an angel, though. Go trick or treat as an angel. So let's talk about that. But I want to say that also some of the names that are used for the devil, I'm not gonna say them all, because anybody who's been around here a long time knows that I had an experience naming like 27 demons by name once during a podcast, and it went badly. So maybe we won't be doing all of the devil's names, but we'll get the picture, right? Before we get started, if you are not subscribed and you would like to be, please do so and click that bell so you can be notified when my content goes live. If you would please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my channel as well. Leave a comment, share, all those things help my channel to grow. And below is a tip jar, and it says thanks. And like I said, it's just a tip jar. So if you enjoy the story, or if you're enjoying the 31 days of Halloween, if you want to donate a tip, that would be great, because most of my content is not monetized. Surprise, surprise. And as always, it's completely unnecessary, so don't feel guilt or guilted into anything like that. All right, here we go. The devil, which is from Greek, diabolos, which means slanderer or accuser, the spirit or power of evil, though sometimes used for minor demonic spirits. The word devil generally refers to the prince of evil spirits, and as such, takes on various forms in the religions throughout the world. In the monotheistic Western religions, the devil is viewed as a fallen angel who, in pride, tried to usurp the position of the one and only God. In Judaism and later Christianity, the devil was known as Satan. In the Old Testament, Satan is viewed as the prosecutor of Yahweh's court, as in Job chapters 1 and 2, but he is not regarded as an adversary of God. In post-biblical Judaism and in Christianity, however, Satan became known as the Prince of Devils and assumed various names, one of which was in Lord of the Flies, and it was Beelzebub. In Matthew 12:24-27, it is often cited in that verse that Beelzebub was the lord of dung, and Lucifer was the fallen angel of light. In Christian theology, the devil's main task is that of tempting humans to reject the way of life and redemption and to accept the way of death and destruction. The leader of the angels who have fallen from heaven because of pride, Satan, as his main adversary in Christian thought, legend, iconography, the archangel Michael, the leader of God's heavenly hosts. Islamic theology is rich in references to, I don't know how to say this exactly, Iblis, Please tell me below if you know if I'm butchering that. The personal name of the devil, who is also known as, I'm going to skip these names, okay? But it's the demon and the enemy of God. In the Quran, Iblis first appears in the story of the creation of the world. He alone, from all the angels, refuses God's order to bow before Adam. Adam, of course, being the first man. He is then cursed by God. His punishment is to come on the day of judgment, but until then, he is empowered to tempt the unfaithful and not true believers. Iblis next appears as the tempter of Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden. In Islamic theology, Iblis is described variously as an angel, a genie, a spiritual creature capable of good or evil, or an angel who is the leader of the jinn. The questions of his sins of pride and disobedience are especially important in the, I want to say, Sufi traditions, in which he is sometimes presented as a true monotheist who would bow only to God. The devil was also an important figure in certain syncretic religions. In Gnosticism, the devil was often called the Demiurge, the creator, and in Manichaeism, the Prince of Darkness, as well as other names. The devil, as the great power of evil, has been much depicted in religious and secular literature and art. At various intervals in history, devil worship becomes significant for certain individuals dissatisfied with the existence of religious institutions. The exorcism is often consequently reinstated by these same institutions. Mephistopheles is also called Mephisto, a familiar spirit of the devil in the late settings of the legend of Faust. It is probably that the name Mephistopheles was invented for the historical Johann Georg Faust, who lived from 1480 to 1540, by the anonymous author of the first Faustbuch in 1587. A latecomer in the infernal hierarchy, Mephistopheles never became an integral part of the tradition of magic and demonology that predated him by thousands of years. He is mentioned only in the magical manuals attributed to Faust. He belongs essentially to that literature. In Dr. Faustus, which was published in 1604 by the English dramatist Christopher Marlowe, Mephistopheles achieves tragic grandeur as a fallen angel, torn between satanic pride and dark despair. In the drama Faust by J.W. von Geit, he is cold-hearted and cynical, and also witty. In the Christian religion, he's said to be beautiful, the most gorgeous human that you, or, whatever, that you could lay eyes on, that his beauty is stunning. Perhaps a more subtle, but certainly a slighter creation. At the end of Goethe's drama, Faust's soul escapes from Mephistopheles while he is making improper advances to the angels that have come to rescue it. So, what about you? Were you raised to believe in the devil? Mephistopheles? Beelzebub? Do you, even if you weren't born to believe, do you believe now? And exactly how do you define that in your life. How do you see what the devil is and what the devil does? I'd like to have a discussion about that. That'd be very interesting. Thank you for coming to my channel today, and good night.